What's up, beautiful souls? Welcome back to my channel. It's your girl, Spiritually Gifted 333, triple on the threes, bringing you a little spiritual tea and trying to figure out why you haven't liked, shared, and subscribed to my spiritual channel yet. Yo, I am blessed. I am thankful. I am spiritually grateful to be here today and to come in front of you guys and to showcase my spiritual talents, because spiritually what? Spiritually who? Spiritually Gifted 333 is here on the scene. Yes. We are still under heavy spiritual attack. It is still a lot of spiritual warfare going on. The government is still going through its shutdown, so it's a lot of people that's going through a tough time right now. So we really need to come together as a community and see what we can do to help each other out. And that's just walking down the street and seeing somebody in need and just helping any way that you can, because like I said, it's so much going on, and it's like one-on-one on the timer, as I said that. And like me as a person that was receiving SNAP benefits, you know what I'm saying? I don't depend on the government because I do work, you know what I mean? But every little help we can get, it matters, because it takes a village to raise children. And you know what I'm saying? We do not want children to go hungry, period. And with Thanksgiving being this month and the struggle that people is about to face, I just pray, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to continue to walk by faith and not fear, because like I said, it's people that's working, you know what I mean? But, they're working to pay bills, they're working to stay above flow. So, we just all need to dig deep and find our true purpose, because some of us have spiritual talent, spiritual gifts that we are just oppressing, and they need to be showcased to the world, because we need to get on this internet and we need to start making this money off this internet. We need to start telling our life story, because our life story matters. Our true, authentic selves matter, especially spiritually. I've been trying to get taken out spiritually my whole life, because I am a chosen one, because I am here to do God's work, and I am here to teach spiritual things. I am here to give all this wisdom that I have and put it out there 222 on the timer, as I said that. But it also comes with a downside, because your light always going to attract demons and entities, and it's been an entity that's been trying to attach itself to me, mainly because I am operating at a high vibration. I know who I am. I know what I was called to do on this earth. I know what my life path number represents, which is a 3. It represents expression. It represents communication. Like, I've been feeling this way since a little girl. I've always felt that I was different. Yes, I've been through so much in my lifetime. Yes, I have been, molested, you know what I mean? And yes, I've told people, and yes, it has stuck with me for a long time. And yes, it's a reason why I allow spiritual narcissists to manipulate and to belittle and to make me feel like I'm less than. But I had to make that decision to have that strong connection with God. I had to turn to God, because I know that He was the only person that was going to get me out of the dark place that I was in. Very, very dark place. And with my kids on the side of me, and going through a dark place like that, dealing with spiritual narcissists, it's a terrible thing to go through. But, you have to grow through what you go through. And, that definitely made me who I am today. Strong, black, independent, beautiful, gifted, sexy, wonderful, amazing, kind human being, who always remains kind and humble. And I still be kind to those who have harmed me, who have put me in harm's way. I continue to be that kind person. And sometimes they say, oh, you take people kindness for weakness, they'll snap one day. I just don't see it in myself to snap, because God didn't put it on my heart to do that. Even though I get treated wrong, my heart still remains pure. I cannot be a bad person. That's just not me. But what I can do, 444 on the timer, as I said that, I'm very, very spiritually protected. Thank you, Ancestor Spirit Guides. I said thank you. But thank you, Ancestor Spirit Guides, my guides and goddesses and my protectors. Because those spiritual guides that I have been with me through all this drama and trials and tribulations, you know, dealing with Jezebels and warlocks and entities and, you know, people's families. And, you know, when you're dealing with people and they don't like you, you know, their family is against you, and they, you know, they'll be behind the scenes trying to cause you problem, you know, manipulating others' minds, you know, trying to ruin your reputation. Yes, I am a victim of defamation of character. People definitely try to slander my name, try to make people look at me as a person who don't know what I'm talking about, who don't have this knowledge. I didn't just wake up like this, you know. Don't get me wrong. I didn't just wake up like this. My ancestors, I was called to pick up my remote control and start watching tarot. I was called because I was receiving downloads, synchronicities, that someone around me was doing me no good, was serving me no good, was not for my highest good. And I kept ignoring these downloads, and I kept getting bad things that happens. Like I would lose money, I would have headaches, I would be mad all the time. And mind you, I'm a pure-hearted person. I got love on my mind. God has put love in me since the day I was born. So why am I waking up angry? Why am I just having outbursts? Why am I yelling? Because that is not my energy. I had to double back. I had to return that negative energy because that was not my energy. Someone was invading my energy. Yes, I was a victim also of energy harvesting. Because I am a chosen one, because I operate at such a high vibrational level, I am a high vibrational being. People want to take what's mine. They want to take my spiritual gifts. What God has for you is only for you. Can no one steal, kill, and destroy nothing that God has for you? 7-Eleven on the timer, as I said that. You guys could be seeing those synchronicities. I am thankful. I am humble. I am blessed. I am chosen. I am here to teach spiritual knowledge to those who are going through the same thing I am going through. If you are dealing with a spiritual narcissist, stay protected. Stay prayed up. But most of all, you have to get away. If you don't get away, the draining will come. The destiny swap will be attempted constantly. The anger will constantly be there, will never go away. You will always be the problem. They will always be the victim. So I say to you spiritually, physically, mentally, and emotionally, focus on you, your spiritual healing, your spiritual journey, and your creativity, because you are ultimately the one that gets you out of anything that is holding you back from your highest good. And as I say that, you still ain't like, share, and subscribe to my channel. So please do so. I am a spiritually gifted person who has many, 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 many gifts. But please, please, please come join me. Come. I have nothing but love for everybody. I just want to communicate, make new friends. And, you know, just be a little beacon of light for someone who's in the dark. But I'm going to end it here. And yes, I will return with another reading for you guys. This is your girl, Spiritually Gifted. 333, triple on the threes. I just brought you some spiritual tea. Bye-bye, y'all.